Are you sure that your regular checkups are helping you stay healthy? Or could they be quietly shortening your life? Every year, millions of people over 70 walk into medical offices with one strong belief: that regular health screenings are the best way to stay ahead of illness. But what if those very checkups, the ones meant to protect you, end up causing more harm than good? In this video, we're going to explore 5 surprising reasons why routine checkups after 70 might do more harm than help. From emotional strain to medical risks, from financial burdens to medication overload, you'll hear real stories and real lessons that might change how you think about your health. By the end, we'll also share the few essential tests that truly matter, so you can stay healthy, calm, and in control of your own choices. If you're watching this video, please let me know where you're tuning in from. Your city, your state, or your country. Every comment helps us feel a little more connected. And if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel so we can continue to share meaningful lessons for better living. Now, let's begin with the first truth. 1. Overdiagnosis, the silent thief of peace. Eleanor, a 75-year-old friend of mine, has always taken her health seriously. For her, the annual physical exam was more than a habit. It was a personal ritual, a way to protect herself from the unknowns of aging. Then one day, during a routine checkup, an imaging scan showed a small, unclear shadow on her pancreas. That shadow marked the beginning of months filled with anxiety. More tests, sleepless nights, and the fear of a serious illness she had never imagined. When the final results came in, the shadow turned out to be benign. Eleanor was overwhelmed. "I thought I was dying every single day," she whispered. For nothing, for absolutely nothing. Her story is not unusual. As we age, our bodies change in natural ways. Organs shift, tissues wear down. Scans begin to pick up things that aren't dangerous, but they look suspicious. Most screening tools are designed for younger adults. When used on older bodies, they often misread normal aging as signs of disease. A 2023 study from the Journal of Geriatric Medicine showed that nearly 60% of seniors with abnormal screening results went through follow-up procedures that turned out to be unnecessary. These procedures bring risks. They can cause physical pain, emotional stress, and financial hardship. The mental toll is just as serious. That constant fear of what if doesn't go away overnight. It lingers even after the doctors say everything is fine. For people like Eleanor, that fear weakens the mind, the immune system, and the ability to enjoy life. Medical screenings are often seen as responsible, but sometimes they create more problems than they solve. If you're over 70, you deserve to ask questions. Do I really need this test? Is it worth the worry? What might happen if we simply waited and watched? If you've ever gone through a time like Eleanor did, waiting for results while your mind ran wild, please leave a comment with the number 1 below. Now, let's move on to something even more concerning. When the medical tests themselves become a danger to the aging body. 2. Risky tests, when routine turns dangerous. Douglas, my 78-year-old neighbor, has always been active. He takes morning walks, tends his garden, and never misses the Saturday get-together at the community center. He trusts medicine. So when his doctor suggested a routine biopsy after spotting a small abnormality, he agreed right away. But that simple procedure led to a serious infection. He had to take strong antibiotics, which upset his digestion and left him tired and frail. "I went in healthy," Douglas said quietly, "and came out feeling like I was truly sick." His story isn't just unfortunate. It's a warning. For older adults, common tests like colonoscopies or biopsies carry much greater risk. The body heals slower. Tissues are more delicate. Even anesthesia becomes harder to process. A 2024 report by the American College of Gastroenterology found that people over 80 are 4 times more likely to suffer serious complications from a colonoscopy compared to those in their 40s. And these are not just statistics. They are real outcomes. Infections, bleeding, weakness, long recovery times. For seniors, even basic procedures can lead to setbacks. Douglas's case was clear. One biopsy changed his whole season. He lost time, strength, joy. What can we do differently? Ask questions. Is this test necessary for someone my age? Are there safer alternatives? What happens if we wait and monitor instead? Open, honest conversations between patients and doctors can protect seniors from unnecessary harm. If you've ever had a routine test that left you worse off, leave a comment with the number 2 below. Next, we'll talk about something even more common. When the medications we trust slowly begin to take away our strength. 3. Medication overload. When pills do more harm than good. Walter is 77 years old. He lives in a small house just outside the city. He loves tending his garden and going for a walk every evening. For him, good health means freedom. As long as he can take care of himself, cook his meals, and water the flowers in the morning, he feels content. Then came a routine checkup. His doctor noticed that his cholesterol was a little high. Not dangerously so, just slightly above the usual range. He was prescribed a statin, a common medication to lower cholesterol. Walter didn't think twice. He trusted his doctor. He started the medication. But within just a few weeks, his body began to change. Muscle pain set in, starting in his legs, then spreading. Walking became difficult. His garden went untouched. I felt like I aged 10 years overnight, he told me with quiet regret. It took months and several conversations with his doctor before they decided to stop the statin. And almost like magic, his strength came back. The pain faded. He returned to his daily walks and his blooming garden. Walter's story raises an important question. Are all medications truly necessary, especially for older adults? Recent research, including a 2023 study in The Lancet, suggests that slightly higher cholesterol in people over 70 may actually protect against illness and help maintain mental clarity. Yet many doctors still use guidelines meant for younger patients. And so, seniors are prescribed drugs that their aging bodies may not tolerate well. Statins can cause muscle pain, fatigue, and sometimes even memory issues. Blood pressure meds, antidepressants, and sleep aids can lead to dizziness, confusion, and falls. Worse still, many older adults take multiple medications. According to a 2024 report from the American Geriatric Society, nearly 40% of seniors are on 5 or more prescriptions. Many of those may not be necessary. So what can we do? Ask the right questions. Is this drug still needed at my age? Are there other ways to treat this, like changes in diet or activity? What are the side effects someone my age might face? You have the right to understand your treatment, to make choices that respect your body's needs. If you've ever felt worse because of a medication, leave a comment with the number 3 below. Next, we'll look at another heavy truth. When the cost of medical care steals not just your savings, but your dreams. 4. Financial strain. When the cost of just in case is too much. Margaret is 72 years old. She's always been a woman with goals. And for years, she saved every dollar she could for one simple dream: to see Florence, Italy. She had planned it all: the flight, the hotel. She even knew which bridge she'd stand on to watch the sunrise over the Arno River. She was just months away from going. Then came a routine mammogram. It showed a faint shadow. Not a clear sign of anything, but enough to lead to more tests. An MRI, a biopsy, visits to specialists. Each step drained her savings, even with insurance. By the time the final result showed it was harmless, her dream was gone. The trip was canceled. The savings were spent. "I gave up something I'd dreamed of my whole life," Margaret said softly, for a shadow that meant nothing. Her story is one many seniors can relate to. Medical testing can come with hidden costs, especially for those living on fixed incomes. An analysis in 2024 by the National Institute on Aging found that American seniors spend an average of $3,200 each year on unnecessary tests, follow-ups, and medications. That money could go toward housing, a long-awaited trip, or simply peace of mind. Worse yet, it isn't just about the money. It's about the loss of freedom, of joy, of feeling in control of your life. That's why asking the right questions matters. Can we monitor this instead of rushing to act? Is there a simpler or cheaper option? What would happen if we waited? Doctors should work with you, not just treat you. Together, you can choose care that fits your life and your values. If you've ever had to give up something meaningful because of a medical expense that wasn't truly necessary, please leave a comment with the number 4 below. In the next part, we'll talk about a weight that's often invisible. The emotional toll that waiting, worrying, and not knowing can place on a person's heart. 5. The emotional toll. When worry drains the spirit. Joanne is 76 years old. She used to be full of energy. She taught painting at the community center, led book club discussions, and brought laughter wherever she went. Then, one day, a routine blood test came back with an unusual result. Nothing certain. Just a number slightly outside the normal range. Her doctor said not to worry, but that more tests were needed. That's when the fog of fear began. For a full week, Joanne barely slept. Every time the phone rang, her heart jumped. She lost her appetite. Her bright, cheerful energy faded. And even when the results finally came back normal, she couldn't fully return to how she was. "I wasn't sick," she said quietly, "until they made me feel like I was." This happens far too often. For seniors, the mental strain of medical uncertainty can be just as damaging as a physical illness. A 2024 study in the Journal of Psychosomatic Medicine found that prolonged anxiety from waiting on test results can weaken the immune system, increase stress hormones, and even speed up aging at the cellular level. Older adults are more vulnerable to this stress. They may already face loneliness, fatigue, or declining resilience. And when that stress builds, it affects sleep, blood pressure, mood, and even heart health. What's worse is that many seniors feel stuck, unable to ask questions, afraid to challenge the system. But they shouldn't have to face it alone. Doctors need to speak clearly, explain the purpose of tests, offer timelines, and give reassurance. Seniors and their families should feel empowered to ask, "What will we do if the results take a while? Is there emotional support available while I wait? Can we use a simpler test that causes less worry?" Mental health is not separate from physical health. They walk hand in hand. If you've ever felt overwhelmed waiting for medical results, please leave a comment with the number 5 below. You deserve to be heard. And now, After uncovering these 5 eye-opening reasons, let's explore a wiser, more peaceful way to care for your health. One that supports not just your body, but your spirit too. Conclusion: choosing peace over fear, the desert willow way. In a world of modern medicine, where every number is tracked, every shadow examined, and every risk pursued, we need a new path, especially after 70. The desert willow way is not about rejecting care. It's about choosing wisely. It's about asking, what truly matters to me now? Like the desert willow tree, which thrives in harsh places by conserving energy and adapting, you too can flourish by listening to your body and focusing only on what nourishes your well-being. So, what tests really matter after 70? Here are 5 that are simple, low risk, and proven to help. Regular blood pressure checks at home, a simple habit that helps prevent strokes and heart problems. Blood sugar screening, to detect early signs of diabetes and protect long-term health. Bone density testing, to prevent fractures and preserve mobility. Vision and hearing tests, to stay connected to loved ones and daily life. Depression screening, because mental health is just as important as physical health. Along with these tests, simple habits make a big difference. Daily walks, even around the block, can boost circulation and mood. Eating nutritious meals, staying hydrated, and keeping a sleep routine can help your body stay strong and steady. And above all, staying connected. Joining a book club, calling a friend, sharing a meal or a laugh. These are the medicines of the heart. If today's video helped you see health in a new way, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Just one lesson, one story, can inspire someone else to live with more clarity and confidence. And if you'd like more videos like this, filled with truth, care, and practical wisdom, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to the channel. Let's not just survive in our golden years. Let's truly thrive.